Welcome back, everybody. Welcome on back to Ku5ogrande. You know, without further ado, I would like to go ahead and get our GM revealed and in here so we can get to the second match of the day. I hope this is better than the last one. Come on in, Fel. I want to talk to you. Okay. Oh,
Hello.
You're here. Hello. Hey, how you doing, Fel?
I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, is the game better than the last one?
Probably a bit, yes. I've got a little bit easy in this 2-point match.
Oh yeah, this is a 2-point match, so only one person is going to move on from this one?
Yep.
Aw. Well, you know what? Sometimes it's worth giving people something that's enjoyable. So what do we have?
You have SD Lupin III for the Game Boy.
Ah, look at him. You know, I've never actually seen a Lupin, but I kind of want to watch one.
You should. It's a huge franchise with there's a lot of quality variants to it, but actually on Netflix I think they have Castle of Cagliostro, which is one of the best ones anyway.
I believe so. The movie?
Yeah, it's directed by Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah, I saw the movie there, and I was thinking about watching it sometime. I should. So, what kind of game is this?
It's kind of like a top-down action puzzler. There are a lot of vaguely similar Game Boy games around this time where there's kind of something kind of puzzly, top-down-ish. So it's kind of some weird mechanics, though. I've never seen anything that quite plays exactly like this.
Okay. Yeah, I see a little bit of it. Everybody, don't worry. You'll see quite a bit in a little bit. Honestly, this does not appear to be a standard Ku5ogrande game, not a standard platformer at all, but it looks like it could be a little bit of fun. But it's also given me some Bart versus the Juggernauts vibes, which I'm a little uncomfortable with.
Yeah, this feels like a low-budget license title. It's an interesting low-budget license title, but also one that can get kind of frustrating and annoying at times, and I would be surprised if half the players like it and half really don't.
Yeah. Well, everybody, because this is a match with people who got 2 points on the previous round, what the players need to do is come in first if they want to move on. We do have some pretty strong players, though. Mikey McSee Maurice, who is known in the Mystery Tournament community as just plowing through games like none other, and Sis Panda, who is going to be playing as well. So honestly, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, it should be a fun match.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Oh, we also have a zombie today, everybody. Our zombie is going to be the one and only Faizu, of course.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's going in as blind as the players are.
Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I'm still working on getting everything set up. Is there anything else people should know before we get started with this match?
Not a whole lot. There's no flashing. I'll mention there are 3. I think it's 3 continues for everyone, but yeah, there's you can kind of choose which stage to start at. It's kind of each one's like a Lupin villain. If you're a fan of the franchise, you'll know who they are. And have them all go top down. And if they run out of continues, they can restart from whichever villain they're last at.
Okay, cool. I like that. I would assume that if they do manage to clear all the levels, then they should go back and play them all the way through again.
Might as well if that happened.
One
I wouldn't
continue.
expect it, but
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Well, you never know. You never know, Fel Temp. So everybody...
Yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
No, just I love having the players surprise me like that. But
I love it when that happens, yeah. Which, it happens to me a lot. Everybody watching, by the way, I do want you to know that next Tuesday we are going to have another episode of Don't Make Us Bored. We have a few submissions, but we still do not have enough content for a show on Tuesday. So because of that, if you are thinking about sending something up in, please do. I would love to see more stuff. And, you know, the only rule is don't make us bored. Send in a showcase, send in a score attack, send in a speed run, send in a game that you just want to play on stream for some reason. You know, we'll go ahead and watch. And if we get bored, then we'll go ahead and turn it off and move on to the next game. But if you don't make us bored, then even better. Seriously, though, send something in. I would love to see something. My sister's sending a game.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like games.
Yeah, and I'll say for those who have never been on stream or anything, it's if you're a bit shy or not sure if you can if you have anything to say. Like Bro Central is very good about keeping things going and making it seem a lot more making it seem natural and don't be shy about this. Basically, it'll go well.
Yeah, we're here to try to make you shine. We're not here just to wave the gong in front of you, unless you're Tea Party Cthulhu. No, we all knew going into that there was probably a good chance that it was going to be gong, and we let people know beforehand that there's probably a good chance. I don't know. It's just fun in games and chilling with friends. That's how I view it. Okay, I'm still getting things ready. Also, I'd like to say thank you, everybody who has supported the stream up till now. I'm, doing this full time at this point for the summer. I don't have any classes that I'm teaching, so this is my life. Thank you for those who have subscribed. If you are unable or just don't want to support financially, that's completely okay. Spread the love. By letting people know about the bad video games, because we love to see the community grow. If you are able to sub or gift a sub, we are getting pretty close to the next emo for the channel, though. So consider hitting that button or clicking it. Actually, don't hit it, okay? It's a computer. Don't hit your computer.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, it might get worms. Very common occurrence here. Oh, wait, people want Alf for the next one? Oh, we could get an Alf. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Do you like Alf?
I have really vague memories of the Alf show when I was very young. And most remember that he reminded me of my grandfather.
Alf reminds you of your grandfather? Did your grandfather eat cats?
He didn't eat cats, but kind of a general demeanor, the way of talking was very similar.
I love it. I love it so much. Oh, you know what? Maybe he should eat cats. Yeah, that's all I have on that topic. Let me go ahead and turn Sysband up and see if we can hear the audio. I hear nothing. I hear stuff now. There we go.
That's good.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 4-way match that we have for Lupin. Lupin the Third, I believe.
Indeed.
Heck yeah. This is going to be the game that we have for the next hour. So kick back, relax, get ready for Lupin. Let me go and check with the players to see if they are ready. Okay. So, just so people know, we have Faizu as a zombie in the bottom right. That means that he's here to fill the screen, but what he does doesn't matter, In the end, he's a corpse. Oh, that's so sad. But that's true of all of us. No, why are you going through virtual parts? Faizu?
What is he doing?
What are you doing? Why are there so many virtual bars? I see at least copy 22 there. This is not okay.
Not at all.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm very worried about Faizu now. We may have to have an intervention. Jeez, we're having so many interventions today. Okay, let me try to get a response from the players. I asked if they were ready, and only Ku5ogrande replied. Oh, no. No, Bar Pig, go away! Stay away! Stay away from my soul!
Why would you summon all this, Ku5ogrande? How could you do this to us?
It's all your fault, Ku5ogrande. All your fault. Well, everybody, I want you to spam anything that's not Bar Pig. Actually, what should they spam for this?
Anything related to crime.
Actually, Bar Pig is kind of related to crime.
It's a crime against humanity, yes.
Yeah. Fine, whatever. Anything crime-related, go ahead and spam. Yeah, I guess I asked for that, huh? I'm doing the countdown. Best of luck, players! Oh yeah, geese do crimes. The crime goose. I like the crime goose.
There we go.
Okay, everybody is getting a start. So, talk to me a little bit about this game. How does this play?
So your goal in every level is to get the key and then use it to open a chest that comes up.
Okay.
But the one thing you'll notice is that they're jumping on a random tile and things are exploding. Because that's how this game works. It's that a one tile with like a little square in the middle. I don't know why it explodes the whole level, but it does, and that changes the layout, and usually you need to use that to get a layout that you can use to beat the level.
Okay.
And, yeah, the other mechanic is if you hit B to jump up and down on a tile, it raises up one, and that lets you jump over a tile next to it. So you usually get over like little cliffs and stuff.
Oh yeah, I see Sis Panda going for the jump, but not able to make it.
Yeah, you need to raise the block up first, otherwise it won't work. It's kind of a weird little mechanic.
Yeah, I love the explode thing. All the enemies just die. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I saw a level randomly explode for no reason, I was like, okay, this needs to be here.
Yeah, Sis Panda is a little bit confused about what to do here. There we go. Wait, you can lift all of the tiles?
Most of them. Some of them have stuff on them that'll like activate an item or something if you jump right there, and there's one kind of tile that'll collapse if you jump on it. It has some kind of marker on it.
This is interesting. I would say this is definitely not a typical mechanic for a puzzle game, but I kind of dig it.
Yeah, I kind of dig it. At the same time, though, it feels like this has nothing to do with Lupin the Third. It's just a thing they thought of. They didn't make a game for this character. I'm like, I guess I'll use that.
I don't know. Like, exploding stuff is probably Lupin related.
Explosions, yes. The raising random platforms by jumping on them, no.
Oh.
Yeah, you see this on Mikey MCC screen is the guy with the hat and the gun. That's Daisuke Jigen, who is Lupin's friend. If you touch the radio, you'll either summon him or the samurai named Goemon. And the way they work is they'll just randomly attack enemies around you. It's mildly useful.
Oh, can they kill the enemies then?
Yeah, they can kill the enemies. They respawn after a few seconds, but it's useful in the short term to get rid of them.
What is the 4 arrow tile? What does that do?
That kind of destroys all the tiles like directly above and to the side. It's kind of infinitely out and will kill any enemies there.
Ooh,
it's kind of
okay.
a lesser explosion thing that doesn't really change the map layout.
Gotcha. I love that Mikey is using the raised platform to try to jump over enemies from time to time.
Oh yeah, that's a really useful thing to do.
Ooh, there goes Mikey. It looks like Ku5ogrande is through one of the levels here. Like, Sis Panda is a little bit ahead of everybody else, I think. Oh, nope. Never mind. Everybody is basically on the same level.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, and I should know, I don't know what all the power-ups do. Like that thing, that bomb thing, it doesn't seem to do anything when you pick it up. I'm not sure what that does. And there's like, looks like cleats you can pick up at some point. I'm not sure what they do either. So, maybe we could figure it out together.
Aw. Yeah, everybody, let's come together. Let's put our cabezas together and just try to figure that out. That would be great.
Yeah, someone's asking if it's based on a specific movie. Each section is kind of based on a different Lupin antagonist. We would call them villains because Lupin is a master thief and he's not necessarily a good guy. Kind of depends on the movie how they portray him. But yeah, like this first level, it's based on his main antagonist Zenigata, who's a detective who's devoted his life to tracking down and capturing Lupin III. But like the next one is Mamo from the Mystery of Mamo, then Cagliostro from the Castle of Cagliostro, and I forget who the next one is. We can see it next to the level select screen. But if you're like a longtime Lupin fan, you'll recognize all these characters. It's kind of fun that they're all here.
You know what? You can be a master thief, as long as you're a gentleman. Just be nice about it, okay? Steal from the rich, give to the poor. Steal from safes, I guess. I have no idea. Never mind. Don't do crimes. That's my recommendation here. But also, maybe some small crimes.
Yeah, all I'll say is I cannot legally recommend crimes for people here.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, legally, we do not recommend it.
Alright, another mechanic you'll see now in Maurice's screen is those rotating arrows, and they're annoying because your character walks so slowly that you actually have to basically start walking with facing the opposite direction. Like, the timing of it is kind of awkward.
Okay.
And later on, it makes you try jumping on it with the right timing, and jumping is faster than walking, so you can't use the same timing or you'll instantly die because it shoves you off the cliff. Because that's the kind of game this is.
Oh, baby. So, did this game ever come out in the US?
This is Japan exclusive. I don't think anything Lupin related had been released in America at this point. Yeah, it's more like the mid-90s when they brought over a couple of the movies.
Yeah, to be fair, I kind of understand that. You know, you gotta make sure that something is popular enough that it's actually going to sell.
Yeah, like so much of this design is clearly like, let's reference all the fun movies everyone knows, and if no one knows it, that's gonna be that.
Yeah. Then again, there were a lot of efforts back in the day to try to change games in a way that people wouldn't care what show it was related to, still buy the game. They did that with Fist of the North Star. They did that with, I don't know,
yeah,
Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah. There's always the Kemco approach where they just design a game and change what characters are in it depending which country they sell it in. Like the Crazy Castle games, like we got Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. I think originally it was a Roger Rabbit game, and then they made a Game Boy versions for like Ghostbusters and Garfield, and like it's the same exact game with different sprites.
Aha. Oh, this music is so good. Oh, I love this.
Yeah, it's good music.
Yeah, honestly, there's not a whole lot of information that I'm finding about this company right now, but maybe I actually looked at the wrong link there.
Yeah, this is... Did Tosei develop this? I feel like this is probably Tosei, who did a lot of Bandai things. They're kind of secretive, though.
Oh yeah, I do see that the developer was Banpresto. Let's see if I can find more about this.
Banpresto was, I think, like, at least at the time, like, owned by Bandai, and did a lot of anime licensed games. Like, all of the Dragon Ball Z games on Super Nintendo and stuff were all them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, what else did they make? One of the original Pango games?
Oh.
That probably is what allowed them to have enough money to make other stuff. They made I'm Sorry, which we've actually had on this show before as well. Super Robot Tyson, which I think we've actually seen.
Yeah, that's a huge franchise.
Oh yeah,
Japan.
oh
We've
yeah.
got a couple over here, but
a game called Brain. Ooh, I like Brain. And then Puyo Puyo for Game Boy and Super Nintendo, and I think that is probably what really allowed them to take off. That's my guess.
yeah, I didn't know they did ports of that. Yeah, it sounds like they've probably worked with a lot of companies, kind of as a shadow developer for a while, before mostly working with Bandai.
Oh yeah.
So I'll note now that like Mikey MCC and Yeah, I think like Maurice are on these levels where you have to explode them multiple times, and they kind of go in like a cycle of different maps it goes through. So if you miss the key the first time, you have to go through the whole thing again if you did the wrong path.
The music's too good. I want this music in my life, Belle. I need it. Like, I really wish that it was easier to find some of these obscure Game Boy soundtracks, because some of them just don't exist. Like Aladdin for Game Boy, absolutely fantastic music, but it's really difficult to find any of the music that isn't crispy.
I wonder how difficult it is to rip that stuff.
I don't know.
Might be worth looking at.
Actually, I don't imagine it would be too difficult. There we go, Cispanda getting through the level, moving on. Everybody is figuring out the basic mechanics here. It's good.
Yep. Yeah, they're learning. Yeah, they're learning pretty well. I don't think I did any faster when I was doing this.
So what is the first boss they're going after?
So the first enemy there is Zenigata. If you like on a Cispanda screen is a guy at the bottom. So Zenigata is a detective who's obsessed with tracking down Lupin III, and his henchmen I think are just generic police officers. So you don't really get like I don't think you actually get like a traditional boss battle. You just eventually do all the levels and you move on.
Can you kill him?
You can temporarily kill him. Like,
oh,
he does
okay. I was a little bit worried, you know, killing detectives, not exactly the kindest show out there, Lupin.
Yeah, Lupin is weird with how much it changes that up, like how good of a person he is, and also like how family friendly they are. Like Castle Cagliostro is like a great family action adventure film, and then look at some other ones. It's like no, I absolutely would never show this to a child. It's like extremely violent. Yeah. If I recall correctly, I think the manga might have originally run on Japanese Playboy.
What?
Or something like that. The manga is definitely not for children.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Yeah, like everything that I've seen about Lupin so far, as somebody who has never actually watched any Lupin at all, I thought that it was just like a kid, at least for kids, maybe young teens, but yeah, if that's where the manga was, then that is definitely a different game than I expected.
Yeah,
different story.
The movies that get in shows are kind of all over the place. You kind of have to, like, if you're worried about that, you kind of look up to see, like, is this one that's just family friendly or not? Yeah, usually
I don't care.
A bit lecherous, but yeah, like, but yeah, I just go with things that other people get, like, I've heard of people like watching Castle Cagliostro and go, oh wow, it's a great children's franchise, and then like trying more and like finding out, nope, with the family.
Yeah, like me personally, I don't really care about the level of content in my media. For stream, you know, we try to keep things a little bit more friendly, PG-13, but for me, you know, I actually find a lot of those stories fascinating. But I also majored in English, you know, and history, and simply put, both English and history are usually a little bit more graphic than the mangas.
Yeah. And so this character was kind of an unlicensed take on it was like a French novel series about a gentleman thief. It's like Arsène Lupin or something. I don't know French very well, so I'm probably mispronouncing things. So the idea was they wrote a comic about, like, oh, it's his grandson who's half Japanese or something. And they didn't get the license, and they might have just kind of assumed it was public domain at that point. It was not. And some of the early dubs had to change Lupin's name because of that.
No, Cispanda jumped and the cop got him. Yeah, you are totally going to prison jail for that. Actually, what do you think would be in Lupin's jail cell?
Probably not much for very long. I feel like he'd escape almost immediately.
Oh, is he that good?
That's kind of the thing, the idea is like the best thief in the world and can kind of break into anything. Yeah, I haven't seen like a huge amount of the franchise, but I don't remember him ever actually going to jail. So, I'm kind of curious if they've done that.
Okay, let me see if I can find out about this guy. Yeah, he's the Gentleman Thief, a Maurice Leblanc series of novels. Arsène Lupin. Oh, you know what? Isn't Arsène the same name as the one Persona in Persona 5?
I don't know. I haven't actually played Persona 5. It wouldn't surprise me, though.
Yeah, totally. He's a fictional gentleman thief and master of disguise created in 1905 by French writer Maurice Leblanc. Hey, we have a Maurice playing this. That's even better. Yeah. He was originally called Marcin Lupin until a local politician of the same name protested. You named the character after me. I'm not a thief. I'm not a gentleman either. Okay, the first story, The Arrest of Arsène Lupin, was published on 15th of July, 1905. Heck yeah. Apparently he's a descendant of some other authors' stories who published back in the mid to late 1870s. Like that guy, he's often a force of good while operating on the wrong side of the law. The Gentleman Thief. I like it.
And I figure reading once that there is also an anime about him that was officially licensed and I think is unrelated to this. Just to make everything confusing.
You know, I love that Chad is accusing Lupin of being a Mary Sue, but isn't everybody a Mary Sue?
So much of fiction was Mary Sue stuff. I feel like no one really cared that much until like late 20th century.
It's like, guess what? A lot of times protagonists are likable people. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, and also it's like, escapist fiction is fine. Like something is totally just like, hey, let's live out the fun fantasy of being a crazy hero. Sure, that's fine.
Now, if you're talking about My Immortal, that's a little bit of the Mary Sue too far. But, you know, this isn't My Immortal, this is Lupin.
But yeah, like, I feel like if it's done well enough, no one cares, even notices most of the time. Like it's no secret that like Luke Skywalker is based on George Lucas. He named it after himself, and apparently, according to Mark Hamill, he just realized that George Lucas loved it when he said everything like George Lucas would. So,
I don't know. It's like, I'm thinking about Luke Skywalker. Yeah, if you wanted to make the story sort of like your own experience. Well, all writing comes a little bit from your own experience. It's impossible to avoid, you know?
Yeah.
You just are not going to. As long as you don't make it so that, like, it's blatantly you, like 100% you, then who cares? And
yeah,
even if it is 100% you, that's fine. Why not put your name in it? You know, you can actually make yourself the star of a book. You're the writer. You can do literally whatever you want.
Yeah, totally.
See, I actually put myself as a character in one of the books that I'm writing.
And I think that's fine.
Yeah, I'm also kind of a jerk in that book, though. That one's a weird one.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I write. Big surprise. I should actually finish something sometime. I think people here might like it. Maybe.
Well, hey, once you eventually publish it, you have a big group to advertise to.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I come on here, I'm like, hey everybody, we've got bad video games, and if that's not enough for you, then you can read my book. That's totally not bad as well.
Yeah, don't bring up that Mary Sue is like a specific kind of bad writing, and I feel like it's kind of shifted in definition. Like, when I first heard about it in the 90s, it was like very specifically a certain kind of self-insert and fanfiction written by a teenager. It was like a very specific kind of that. But as people used it more, it kind of started turning into a woman who can do things. And it's like, no, that's not a useful criticism at that point.
Yeah. Simply put, having characters who are likable doesn't mean that they're Mary Sues. There we go. Bam.
Yeah.
But I will agree that My Immortal is definitely a Mary Sue. What a beautiful fanfic. I love it so much. Honestly, I want to be Raven at some point in my life, you know? Just the type of girl who goes to Hogwarts and does magic and dresses in black.
And everyone around you is suddenly goth for no reason.
Heck yeah! Ooh, if I could have the superpower to make everybody around me goth, I would abuse that superpower so much, okay? It would be hilarious. Oh yeah, she's a stanist. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh no, Sis Panda, that is a game over. So, yeah, what do you think is going to be the main difficulty for the players in this?
Oh, had he gotten a mama before? I didn't think he'd beaten the... Yeah, he just picked a second villain. I didn't think he'd beaten Zenigata yet. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I wanted to have him beat the first villain first, then move on once we were done with that.
I didn't think that he beat the first villain.
Let me double check with him.
You know what? Sis Panda might have just... Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Sis Panda just got a game over real quick because I believe he chose the incorrect one.
Okay, we're all set then. Yes, unfortunately that used up a continue, which means that he has to do like stage 1-1 over again.
You know, people are saying that My Immortal was probably just a big joke, but remember, it was written by a teenager, so even if it's a joke, isn't that really clever of a teenager to do something like that? Like, if it was a 30-year-old dude, like, hey, I'm gonna pretend to be this teenage girl and write this series, it would be a whole lot different. But as soon as you have somebody 14 years old making a fanfic, even if it's on purpose supposed to be ridiculous, it's beautiful.
I heard accusations that that the writer is also a character created by someone else, so it really could be. I don't know.
No, okay. it was definitely a teenager who did it. Yeah, there are pictures of her and videos of her back in the day. Like, she has some videos on YouTube back when she was young, and she was the type of teenager who just, you know, she definitely cracked jokes and was doing things ironically, and that's completely fine. I don't think that removes any of the quality from My Immortal. I'm sorry, everybody. We've gone off and started talking about fan fictions for Harry Potter. That's what Lupin does to you sometimes.
Apparently.
I mean, there's Lupin fan fiction. Who's your Lupin OC?
I'll say it's Lupin the Fourth. He's a clone of Lupin who's the same but better in every way.
Ooh, I love it. Oh, mine's Lupin the Fifth. He's actually not related. He just uses the name. And he was actually before Lupin the Third. It's weird, okay? Chronology is difficult.
Well, we'll say my Lupin invented time machines, and that solved all the problems.
What? Oh, I love it. Thank you, Lupin the Fourth. People are starting to ask some really weird questions if there is the Lupin and Harry Potter crossover fanfiction, and I'm going to go ahead and dip my toe into that pool right now, because I can't find anything about this game.
I'm sure there probably is, and I know there's an official crossover between this and Detective Conan that came out a few years ago.
Detective Conan?
Yeah, which was also called Case Closed. It's an anime series about a detective who, for some reason, got turned into a child again, but is still trying to solve crimes. So there's a crossover movie where he's trying to track down Lupin the Third or something. I haven't seen it, so I don't know the details.
Okay. Let's see, I only see 440 fanfictions for Lupin the Third on this page. Okay.
Only.
Okay. What is this? What happened? Lupin and Tonks. Ooh, it's a romance. What happens right after Lupin leaves Grimwald Place? Oh, that's not the right Lupin. There's a Lupin in Harry Potter. This is going to be harder to find. There is a Lupin the Third and Splatoon fanfiction.
That's different.
Ooh, Carmen Sandiego and Lupin. Ooh. Okay, I like that one.
That would make sense. That's not surprising.
Like, the Splatoon one, I'm not sure I get.
Yeah, I'm curious, like, is it, like, find him, like, in a, like, cryogenically frozen or something? Because I'm pretty sure Splatoon is post-apocalyptic.
Did I just find a Lupin Jumanji crop? Yeah. After he found a strange board game, Lupin and his team are now playing not for fun, but for survival. Ooh, I'm very interested in this. In the state of New Hampshire. Oh, this is starting off good. This is starting off really, really good. Lupin and Jigen were driving back to their hideout outside of a town until something is caught in the gentleman thief's ears. Hey, how do you say his name? Is it Jigen?
Jigen.
Jigen. Hey, Jigen, did you? Yeah, I heard it too. Jigen cut him off. Sounds like drums. Indeed, it was drums, and for specification that the drums they heard were the ones you hear in Africa. So as they stopped the car... Oh, this is a good fan fiction. I love this.
I didn't think of the rabbit hole we're going to go down, but I'm so glad we did.
We should check it out, Lupin suggested. Right behind you, Lupin, Jigen said in agreement. So they followed the drums downhill, and the more they were forward, the louder the drums are getting, and they kept moving forward until they stopped, for to their surprise that the sound came from underneath a patch of dirt. Looks like something is buried in there. Jigen pinched his bearded chin. I'm glad that they had the smartest thief in the world go to find a board game in some dirt, you know? I feel like if he were the smartest, he probably wouldn't play this. Like,
probably
could
not.
Be a trap. Well, let's see what it is then. While Lupin was eagerly digging like a dog, he stopped, for he saw something in there. Jigen, I found something, he informed. Help me get it out. As Lupin and Jigen pulled something out together, it was revealed to be an old chest, and when Lupin opened it, there was a strange wooden object with craved faces of a rhino, monkey, elephant, and a man, pith, helmet, and lastly a carved label. Jumanji. Lupin read it. What the hell is Jumanji? Jigen said. That's a direct quote. I can say it. Well, it must be African. I mean, from the looks of this craftsmanship, I'd say this thing was made from Africa. Wow, the world's greatest thief! Thank you for blowing my mind with that one! But what is this thing? Jigen asked. Lupin discovered that they appeared to be two lids, so as he started to open it, it was revealed to be something that will stained them with curiosity. A board game? Jigen questioned. That's was causing the drums? It looked like an old school setup board game with whirling paths with tiles, but this one had what appears to be a black sphere on the center of this strange game. Faizu is not loving this. We should take it with us to the hideout, Lupin suggested. I don't know, Lupin, Jigen said with concern. The last time we messed with something strange, it caused total mayhem. But Lupin did not heed the gunfighters' warning as they got into their car, drove back to their hideout, and once they arrived, they will soon realize that this game is not a game. Unfortunately, that's it. That's all that we have. I love that there's a disclaimer that they don't own Lupin the Third nor Jumanji.
So the entire fic is they picked up a board game,
and they took it to the hideout. Yep.
Generally thinking of that in a sense of like, hey, Lupin stole this thing and whatever it was, open it up, and then the story starts or something. But guess not.
I mean, there. Yeah, let's say that a lot of the writing that you do at the beginning of the story can just be chopped right out, okay? You don't need it. By the way, how are the players doing? We're just about half an hour in, and yeah, everybody's figuring out that they have to dodge the police, you know, manipulate the police to go somewhere where they're not going to get nabbed. What do you think? What do you think about how the players are doing?
Yeah, doing pretty well. I should note in my testing, I never technically actually beat all the levels in the Zenigata stages. So, who knows if they will actually end up doing it, hopefully so. But
there are 2 Lupin crossovers with 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Of course there are.
Oh, I'm so sad. Wow. Like, I'm a little bit scared of that. I'm not sure I want to dip into that. A Lupin Pokemon crossover? Yeah, Pokemon crosses over with everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. WarioWare. That sounds like a good crossover.
That's different.
Oh, yeah, yeah, they didn't actually write anything. It's just a concept.
But I can see where it would work. Like, Wario has a lot of gold, Lupin likes stealing gold. Story.
Yeah, I suppose that's a pretty good idea. Unfortunately, yeah, they didn't actually write any of the story. They just put the idea there. But the fact that there are 2 Splatoon Lupin crossovers, it's weird to me. I just love the whole concept of this. Okay, anyways, back to the game. You find the square, you hop on the square, you grab a key, you hop on another square, you go find the chest, you open it. You know, honestly, I feel like Lupin isn't exactly too smart in this game. You know, he's smart-ish.
That's kind of like how he is in most of the adaptations of him. He's good at thievery, but is otherwise not really all that smart necessarily.
Okay, gotcha. So, he's sort of a trickster, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay, I love trickster characters. I'm a huge fan. He sometimes plays dumber than he actually is, Cadus says. Oh, so like JoJo Part 2. Which is officially the best part of JoJo. Legitimately the best JoJo.
Yes, I think we all decided on that earlier.
Oh, yeah. We've definitely had that. Why is there red versus blue crossover with Lupin? I don't know. Okay, I'm done.
I haven't thought about red versus blue in ages.
Same here, but suddenly, you know, that's how it goes. Oh no, it's another game over. You know, this game, it really looks like everybody is having a hard time getting through the first set of levels. But yeah, again, the players here, you know, they're 2-point players. They struggled a little bit in the first match. I'm not too surprised that we're seeing the players struggle some.
Yeah, they're also having trouble with those arrows, the rotating ones. They are really a pain.
Yeah, considering that it looks like once you are moving to a square, you don't have any option to back. Oh, you do.
You can back off, but you move so slowly that it's really hard to time where you want the arrow. It's like, it's unintuitive. Like, the way I figure it out is start moving, but it's pointing the exact opposite direction, because it takes you so long to get there that it will finally be pointing where you want it to at that point.
Yeah. At the very least, it's nice that you can generally continue back where you started.
Yeah, I kind of wish they're infinite continues, but it does give you I think it was at least 3.
Do.
Yeah, I also kind of wish there was a read-up for what level you're on screen. Okay, yeah, 5 use on 7.
Okay.
And I want to say, I think there's like 10 for each of these guys. So, hopefully we'll see someone reach 10. Okay, so... Okay, Richard was asking if someone got past round 9, so someone must have gotten to round 9. I did kind of lose track.
Now, who made it to round 9?
I'm not sure. I'll actually ask chat. Sounds like someone made it to round 9. Who was that?
The wheel of fate is turning. Apparently, Maurice got there.
Okay, so that's Maurice is probably in the lead then.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, I feel like with the exploding and changing levels can make it really hard to tell if people are farther than each other.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, I just... Like, honestly, if I could just sit and listen to this music while watching this game, it's pretty darn good. It's being enjoyable.
Yeah, I wonder who composed this. This actually might be from one of the shows. I don't immediately recall.
Like, it definitely sounds like the quality that they could have taken the tune from one of the animes and used it here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's see where Maurice is now. He just finished a level. Okay, Maurice is on 7. I think is one Fizu is still on. Oh yeah, I did play this one. This is one of those levels that requires you to like blow it up over and over and over again. And basically kind of make a whole like loop through the whole level.
I found a Lupin the Third Les Mis crossover fanfiction.
Huh.
And I'm very... Oh, well, unfortunately, it's... No. It's decently long. Let's see. How do I actually see this?
Refusing to show you the greatest fanfiction.
Oh, apparently it... Okay, it gave me a warning. Okay, so this might be something that we don't look at during this stream, but later.
So it's a naughty Lupin the Third Les Miserables crossover fanfiction.
It might be! It might be! I don't know! Who falls in love? Okay, maybe Lupin and Jean Valjean fall in love. Maybe it's Zenigata and Javert who fall in love.
I could see Zenigata and Javert.
Oh, really?
At least I could see how a fanfic author would do that.
Yep, it's totally Javert and Zenigata. Aw, they're in love. That's adorable. Oh, they even have the part where Javert sings. Sings stars. That is a great part. Definitely a romantic song. You know, singing about how you're going to catch a thief. I'm so glad that there's songs in the naughty Lupin the Third Les Miserables crossover fic. That's how you know. Yeah, well, good. I'm happy about that. Good.
This game likes to tease the player sometimes, like a Cis Panda screen. The blocks and the arrows on them, you can't raise them up, so you can't jump to the key, but you can like almost jump to that key. And you're just like, ugh. Hit that and you're further from the key.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done digging down that rabbit hole. We found out everything that we need to know from fanfiction. At least for today. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Maurice is, I think, really starting to figure this out. Honestly, you know, I can see why this game might be in Ku5ogrande. This is definitely not a conventional puzzle game that you would expect from any sort of thief type of genre. But and also some of the mechanics are a little bit rude. Maurice just getting handcuffed while above the officer. That's not very nice. Honestly, it's a little bit difficult here.
Yeah, this is a difficult, frustrating game once you get into it.
From what I'm seeing, though, Mikey apparently is the person who hates puzzle games.
I did not know that.
Yeah, same. Wow, Fel, you're going and upsetting the players? How could you? How could you?
So sorry. How dare I give them bad games at the bad game tournament?
But the thing is, like, I'm watching this, I'm having a really hard time picking out exactly what is bad. Then again, bad is often subjective.
Yeah, this isn't like the worst game I've chosen or anything, but it's one of those that just gets hard and frustrating enough, and a lot of its mechanics are weird enough that I thought it'd be kind of fun to show off.
Yeah, oh no, Cis Panda walks on the arrow and just gets shoved to the grave.
Yeah, those arrows are very rude.
Ku5ogrande is making a point. Limited continues. That's bad.
Yeah, I want to say it's 3, and yeah, I do wish it said infinite continues, but... Or passwords or something. There's no passwords. And it's like a Game Boy. Like all those Game Boy games have passwords because it's so hard to actually beat them all in one sitting with one set of battery.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about this. Why have a puzzle game with limited continues? It doesn't make sense to me. Like,
yeah,
is there really a skill in remembering past puzzles? I mean, even Puzznic had passwords for individual stages, and yeah, there was often a skill in remembering how you had beaten a level, but, you know, this, I don't feel like there's any added value other than to make you a little bit more frustrated. There, that's my comment about what may possibly be bad about this.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Game Boy puzzle games that are like that too, with limitations, and I feel like a lot of it was more just, like, inertia, like, this is what video games do. This is a video game, therefore it will also do this.
You know, there are a lot of video games that do that. Like, why have a health meter? Because other video games do.
Yeah.
But oftentimes you don't need some of this extra fluff. You don't need it.
Like, this is a game, I think, like, with some tweaking of, like, there's, like, a sequel to this, it could probably be pretty solid.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
I think Maurice is about to finish up this level.
Nice, Maurice. Go get that chest.
Oh, and Cis Panda finished up his level.
Safe.
Everyone finished the level at the same time.
Question. It's a safe. Why are you getting a key?
That's a good question.
It's definitely got one of the rotating knobs. Or rotating squares. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't see any practical purpose for getting a key. Oh, Ku5ogrande is moving to round 1. Ah, geez. The limited continues.
Ku5ogrande decided just to go to the very last set of levels because why not?
Yeah, Ku5ogrande's a zombie. He can do whatever he wants.
Gotta give us some variety.
Ooh, the key bypasses the combination. Actually, yeah, Summit has a point there. Some safes have both a key and the spinny lock. The combination. That way, you can give somebody a key. But no, I don't understand. Why would you have both on a safe? It's not very practical. Maybe you have to have both the key and the combo in order to get in.
Maybe.
Other people are saying that some may require both, and yeah, that would be good. Like, honestly, having the physical property and the combination that not everybody can know. Honestly, if people can figure out how to crack the code, adding in that extra little piece of difficulty sounds reasonable. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
As Lady Amygdala says, 2-factor authentication.
True.
Yeah.
And I'll say about 5's level is the big gimmick in this set of levels are the ice blocks. Like the kind of darkened ones there, you'll just slide right over when you slide on them.
Oh, I thought they were lemons. Okay.
No, but I think that's how they're doing shine or something.
Oh, good. At least the enemies have ice physics as well. That makes it doable.
Yep.
The enemy on Pfizer's screen just keeps sliding back to the right. There we go. Goodbye.
Yeah, I do appreciate how the enemies have the same issues with that stuff that you do.
Maurice is back to round 9. I believe that Maurice is in the lead at this point. Not 100% sure,
I think so.
but honestly, I shouldn't be surprised at all. Maurice has put in a lot of time with playing games, with playing games blind, especially in the mystery tournament. So, yeah, good to see that progress is being made.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Mikey, jumping and grabbing the safe. Yeah, jump over that police officer, the detective. What a jerk. Going and detecting stuff. Oh no, there's a sewer level? Of course there's a sewer level. Why wouldn't there be? Oh, wait. I'm not sure there is a sewer level, but if there is, no surprise there.
Yeah, I don't think anything quite looks like a sewer. I mean, you might could argue the ice or something that it's probably pretty wet down here normally, wherever this is.
Oh, okay. It turns out that occasionally chat actually has conversations together, and then I try to butt into those conversations. I'm sorry!
Putting into other people's conversations in the middle of a match. How could you do this?
I'm interested. I like talking to people. I like people, Fel.
Fine. Because people are okay. Maurice is almost at the end of this. Just that Zenigata right there is okay. I think he's gotten past it. If he can find where the safe is, and I don't know myself.
Where is it? Where's the safe? Is it safe? Not if Lupin is in town. No, Lupin's just gonna go and punch that bad boy in the face and open it up and get the money.
Already got there safely. So, oh.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah, he tried jumping from a raised platform to another raised platform, and that doesn't work.
No,
oh,
Maurice, back to the beginning. Oh, that is sad. What are the items here?
I'm actually not sure what most of them do.
Oh, okay. Oh, fell. I'm just trying to think. I do need to go and watch some more anime sometime, and I can't remember the animes that I need to watch. What's an anime that I should watch? That's not Lupin, because I need to watch the one on Netflix. I know that.
Let's see, I'll recommend the original Gundam if you could find that anywhere.
The original Gundam?
That...
Okay.
Actually, I think there's a thing now, it's a retro crush, where it's a lot of older anime, and they have Bubblegum Crisis. The original Bubblegum Crisis is fantastic. And like the most 1980s thing ever made.
Bubblegum Crisis?
It's a weird little mini-series. It's kind of like, what if Blade Runner had Power Rangers in it? And somehow it works.
What? Okay, that's like a concept that my mind had never even considered. Okay, other people like Bubblegum Crisis. I just want something that is light on the waifus. I do not want very many waifus, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, that's my request. I want to play a game that is... Or not play a game. I want to watch a series that... Yeah, husbandos are completely fine. Yeah, I'm more than okay with husbandos, but... like, if there are too many, like, little girls or waifus, then that gets on my nerve really quickly.
That's understandable.
So, husbandos, completely fine. Yeah.
One that would be worth trying, I think it's on Netflix now, is Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. Where it's kind of a parody. It's a comedy series about a guy who writes a comic for young girls, and it's a lot of jokes kind of about like this stupid things in anime and like manga, and like kind of like how gender expectations and like gender expression in reality does not match that in fiction is kind of a running gag.
Okay. Yeah, chat recommended One Punch Man. That is very good. I've seen that all the way through. I love it. Oh yeah, I should watch the dub for Ghost Stories, because that... I've only seen some clips from that. I absolutely have to watch it, okay? Because from what I understand, Ghost Stories didn't really do well in Japan, and when people here translated it, they're like, can we just do whatever? And they're like, yeah, as long as you follow the basic story. So it is ridiculous, and definitely is worth it.
I need some clips of that. I think that happened a couple other times. Like, I think it was something like, I think Super Milk Chan had like 2 dubs, one that was accurate and one that was them basically doing that again. But I don't think anyone remembers the anime at all.
Ooh, Faizu is correcting me. Apparently, it did okay in Japan, and that was a lie. Monster. Monster. I've never heard of Monster. I know what a monster is.
I haven't seen Monster. I've read some of the original manga authors' other works, like Pluto is good, but there's no anime of that. But yeah, Monster I think is a thriller thing about like a serial killer or something.
Actually, yeah, it looks like Maurice, by the way, is on the second set of levels. I'm not sure, or no, went to the end. I'm not completely sure.
I think he just jumped to the end too.
Honestly, I couldn't really blame Maurice. It would take so long to get back to round 9. There's probably just not a chance.
Yeah, at this point, I don't blame them. Just have fun.
Yeah. We're gonna see people start running out of continues, and if they go and do something else, that's fine. Yeah, honestly, you know, at some point I would really enjoy just going and doing my own dub of a show. But that would take a long time, and I don't have the patience unless people are paying me. Oh. But honestly, something like that, it's such a fun concept, and I'm really glad that a handful of times that's actually happened and worked out. What is going on? What is going on Mikey? Mikey died, but Sis Panda and Mikey are both having a good push. Honestly, they just need to try to make as much progress as possible because they don't know how far Maurice has gotten. And
yeah, I think they both still have a shot at this point.
Yeah, I think that they do. They should keep going and keep trying to make progress here. Simply put, you never know if you are ahead of somebody else or behind them. You should just keep trying, even if it seems impossible. Always keep going. Maurice, I completely understand what Maurice is doing. You know, go and at least have a little fun and put on a show, see what else the game has to offer. You know, if you're not going to be able to get back to where you were before. Hey. Oh no, we have a judgmental cat on Ku5ograde's screen. That's my least favorite part of Lupin.
Don't judge me, Ku5ogrande.
Actually, I think every show needs a judgmental cat.
Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. I'm a little bit picky when they're talking cats, though. I'm sorry, I'm so picky with, like, everything that's in my TV shows.
That's fine.
Like, when I was young, didn't really like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I'm sorry, the cat wasn't my favorite. What else? No, like, the cat from Persona 5, pretty adorable. I'm a fan.
That one looks cute, at least.
Does Lupin have any cats?
Not anything I've ever seen. I don't think he has pets, at least not normally.
Okay. I would recommend the cats from Ku5ogrande. All the cats, especially the ones that hate the main characters. Adorable.
Those biting cats.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. They're evil.
They are, yeah.
Okay, here's the deal. I just said that I don't really like shows that have, like, too many, like, young girls, and then I love Ku5ogrande. Sorry. I
mean,
don't
there
know.
are shows that that have, like, teenage girls that are fine, and ones where it's just creepy and gross about it, because run by a grown man who's very a perv.
Take out the creepy and gross stuff, and I'll probably watch it. I love Sis Panda's strategy of, let's just put this police officer in jail. No! The officer escaped! He's after blood! Oh, he knew what was going on.
He must have made it so you can't quite do that.
Yeah, I actually read all of the comic strips for Ku5ogrande back in the day. Yeah, as it turns out, it was much more similar to American comic strips than pretty much anything else I've ever seen from Japan.
Yeah, there are some other comic strips we have that are be accessible, but they're not usually not the kind of things that get super popular over here.
Yeah, it's like Ku5ogrande is like if Garfield was Ku5ogrande was essentially the Garfield of Japan, at least from what I saw. You know, didn't last as long, but, you know, 3-panel comic strip, pretty dang funny, and the show somehow actually captured that type of humor in a story.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen anything like it. Like, because Garfield, the TV show, ended up being pretty trash. I gotta be honest. Not a fan.
I liked it when I was a kid, and I have not seen it as an adult, and I probably should leave it like that.
Like, I liked the parts with Garfield, but they were just basically the comic strips. The parts with the farm animals, I hated, though. Okay, I hate farm animals.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, those are U.S. Acres, I think those parts were called.
Hmm.
I remember liking those parts too, but again, I haven't seen it since I was like 10 at the most.
Oh, well, we've got 1 minute left. Honestly, I don't know if there's a chance of anybody passing Maurice at this point because we are so close to finishing.
Yeah, I think Mikey is on stage 8, so close, but probably not much to do at this point.
As Garfield says, close but no banana. Yeah, that's right, I'm quoting Garfield on a Ku5ogrande match. Who would have guessed? Oh, we got Kitty! Kitty, can you pass Maurice? No, Kitty is not really good at puzzle solving. You know what?
What?
I just showed how nerdy I am by quoting Garfield, but not saying I hate Mondays or anything about lasagna. Can you believe it? Garfield actually talks about other things sometimes.
Weird.
Yeah. Well, you know, talk about other things. This match is over. We are done with this game. We hit time.
Alright, yeah, it looks like Maurice did indeed win this one.
Yes, Maurice made it to stage 9. That was a really good push, and honestly, I feel like this game would be fun to play. Every Lupin game that I've seen has been enjoyable for me.
Yeah, I wish I could do there's a Laserdisc Lupin game, which unfortunately probably wouldn't work for the match.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Maurice...
Yeah, they always said America. Anyway.
I love that Maurice is a little bit shocked about winning this time. We've just got so many cats on Ku5o's screen. We'll go ahead and sit here for a little bit. Yeah. So from what I can see, Mikey made it to stage 8. I think Sis Panda made it to stage 8. I'm a little bit unsure exactly how far they made it. Hey, we've got Maurice here. Hello there.
Hi.
Hey, congratulations. You're the victor today.
I did not expect that, to be honest.
Oh, really? Why so?
Well, I mean, I reached level 9 after like 25 minutes, and then I took another 25 minutes to reach it again, and then died to a really stupid death.
Oh, you were so close to finishing it. So close.
I jumped up, and the other platform was raised, and you can jump to this.
Yeah, you had a really good push, though, and honestly, nobody else was able to make it to stage 9, so you're the lone star when it comes to that. Yeah.
That's great.
What were your thoughts about the game?
Well, I didn't like it very much. I know there's a lot of people who like not so good games, but I'm not one of them. Like, it was alright. Like, the core mechanics were there, but the whole, like, AI manipulation was very finicky.
Yeah, I could see that being finicky. Like, honestly, I feel like this is a game that I would probably like a lot just because you can do a lot of small movements to try to get things to go the direction that you want, but at the same time, it's a lot of work.
There was that one section in 8, I think, where there was one of those lasso guys, and he just didn't get out of the way, no matter what I tried. That was really annoying.
What a jerk.
Yeah, that kept happening to me when I was testing this out first playing it, and yeah, I never actually beat any of these guys like full stage sets either. I think you got about as far as I got in like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, that's also a reason I thought I didn't do so well, because you were like, yeah, alright, so you're gonna do them top to bottom. If you beat one of them, don't worry, you don't have to beat them again, and I'm like, I didn't beat any of them.
Yeah, I was hoping someone would beat one of them, but I wasn't sure that would actually happen.
Is there a boss stage, or is it just 10 stages?
I think it's just 10 stages. I've never done it myself either.
Alright.
And honestly, it's hard to find any information on this game. It never came out in the US, it was Japan only, and because of that, you know, it's very limited what we could actually find. I actually kind of like this game, though. I feel like I'd like to play it, and just the music alone makes it a much more enjoyable experience. I love the music. I mean,
maybe if there was more of it.
Is there other music on the other stages?
I don't think so. I think it was the same when I tried stage 5.
Oh, no. Well, okay. Never mind then. Maurice, you have done amazing on the mystery tournament. Haven't you won some of the mystery tournaments before?
I won the last one.
Yeah.
The 14.
Like
But,
so.
I mean, if we're being honest, only because Andy wasn't there.
Only because Andy wasn't there. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't think you're going to be going up against Andy next round, so you're a little bit safe there. Honestly, I think everybody expects you to plow through, even though you didn't do well the first round. You were victorious for this one, and honestly, I think there's a good chance that you can just keep pushing through and, coming out on top.
Yeah, the way I understand it, I do have to win the third one as well if I want to have a chance. So yeah, I'll do my best.
Yeah, you've got a lot of pressure here, but it's not impossible. By all means, you can definitely do it. Seriously.
I'll do my best.
Oh, what else? Are you streaming other games over at your channel these days, or do you mostly play for tournaments?
I only stream like tournament type of games. I do play Tetris kind of competitively, but I don't stream any of that.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Well, play Tetris on your own. Everybody, I recommend going and following the various streamers here. You never know when they're going to start streaming a little bit more. Support each other, grow the blind racing community especially is something that I love. So, anything else, Maurice?
Just like the usual, thank you for putting up this tournament.
Oh.
It's been fun. Even though I don't like bad games, it's still been fun to race them.
Yeah, well, bad games are bad for a reason. I'm glad that you can enjoy racing them. And honestly, one thing that I like is that even if I'm playing a bad game, finding a few of the gems in the bad game is something that I really enjoy. Well, thank you so much. Fel, I really appreciate you choosing this game. Fantastic job. I will talk to you both later. Take care.
You too.
Heck
Bye.
yeah, bye. Well, everybody, Ku5ogrande, the Bad Video Game Tournament, is just going to keep moving along. We are a little bit late, so no ad this time. I do want to thank everybody who has subscribed and who has helped keep this alive financially. If you are interested in keeping this show going, sharing the love of bad video games is a way to do it. If you can drop some gift subs or drop subs, that is what really does help keep this going long term. So thank you, everybody.